Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Now here's Tatum. These are two teams with a clear identity, Grant. Defense is their backbone.
Oh, B.A., I don't expect to see many easy buckets between these two defenses. They're disciplined, hardworking, and gritty. And, of course, they make you work for everything.
So it's the Rockets now. The Celtics making their last shot. And here's White. The three. Sinks the tray.
And White knows he has the green light to fire from deep. Great looking three ball there.
Pass to Thompson. Now Şengün. Clock at 6. Out to Thompson. Houston needs to get off a shot. A nice shot by Smith.
And he likes to be the answer guy. Smith with a huge response three.
Outside, Brown. Back to Simons. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Şengün. And it's Şengün with the ball for the Rockets. Pass to Thompson. Van Vliet outside. Back to Smith. Van Vliet outside. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And here's Simons outside. Kevin Durant pulls it in. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Fires the three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
There's the quick release. KD remarkably fast with the basketball.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. I asked him if there's anything in particular they can do to keep Tatum's production at bay. He mentioned, well, the playmaking ability is what hits you first. His skill is something we're going to have to slow down, and we feel we have a good plan defensively to do so. A plan is a good start. We'll see if they're able to execute. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the number 2 seed in the West, Grant.
And they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
Now here's White. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. White's got 5.
I like that from White. Attacking the heart of that defense.
Durant draws the double. Pass to Şengün. Shoots over White. And another basket for Houston.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Stolen by Thompson. And they're running. Oh, botches the slam dunk finish. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Tatum. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Such good play from Tatum near the hoop that time.
Pass to Smith. Van Vliet outside. Picked by Smith. Here's Thompson. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Now White. From deep. It's rebounded by Şengün. Van Vliet outside. Outside Durant. Nails it from 3. 10 points for him.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Outside, Brown. Tatum with a screen. Brown with it. Guarded by Smith. Shot clock at 5. Here's Tatum. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Tatum's got 6.
Great toughness. Tatum felt the contact, but still completed the play.
And there it is for him.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Simons with it. He's scoreless. Outside Tatum. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Stan, looking back on the 2017 draft, at the time, you believe Jason Tatum was the best prospect.
And with hindsight, B.A., that seems obvious. But back then, Markelle Fultz was the consensus #1 pick. Credit the Celtics for trading back and getting their guy.
Now here's Şengün. Pass to Van Vliet. Lets it fly. Jaylen Brown with a rebound.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Thompson outside. Here's Durant. The shake. And that one hits the back iron. Celtics trail by 7. Here's Brown. Misses in close. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Back to Thompson. Houston working the ball around. Smith in the high post. Back to Van Vliet. Lets it go from deep. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5. Tatum looking it over. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Outside Durant. Thompson outside. The layup misses.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Brown. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Teams making substitutions here. The Rockets lead by 5. Outside Durant. To win the drought. Yes, on the jumper. Durant's got 12.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Celtics making a change here. Here's Simons. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Tatum. Simons outside. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Shepherd. Again, the miss by Boston.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
And Durant hits from deep. And now it's a 10-point Houston lead.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And it's Shepherd missing. Celtics trail by 10. Pass to Simons. And here's Tatum. Eason with a steal. For the finish. It's Eason with the jam.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And it's Simons with the ball for Boston. Down by 12. To the inside. Pass to Hauser. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And it's Houston's ball. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Clock at 4. There's Simons with a 3. Eason pulls it in.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Okogie into the lane. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. And it's Shepherd missing.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Here's Durant, following the bucket by the Celtics. Pass to Capella. Here's Shepherd. Fires for 3. And Pritchard pulls it down. Simons left side. And here's Shepherd for 3. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's Houston leading by 14. And we'll be back with
the Celtics 16.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, we've seen the Rockets really take control here.
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Well, their defense was incredible, wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
Here's Tatum. That won't go. 3 for 6 in this one. Houston leading by 14.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
The Celtics making a switch here.
Number 7.
Now here's Simons. Outside, Brown. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Down low. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow. Smith going for a slam. He wants everyone to know that he's arrived.
Outside, Brown. The teardrop. Brown cashes in. A terrific finisher inside.
Love that from Brown. No one can stop that floater.
Floats one. And Thompson with a lay-in. Thompson's got his second bucket on the night.
Nice little floater there. Soft touch.
Brown can't hit.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
A nice shot by Smith.
Nice find by Thompson. Now, good to see him sharing the ball like this.
Simons outside with the drive. That one's good. 2 for 8 now.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. And that one's good. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
And here's Simons outside. And the three-pointer goes.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Pass to Smith. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
There's no question. Peyton Pritchard has one of the best value contracts in the league.
Sure does, B.A. He's on a 4-year, $30 million deal, signed back in 2023. He's a tireless worker, a talented scorer, playmaker, and, of course, outside shooter.
Pass to Smith. 5 on the clock. Here's Şengün. No good from outside. Celtics trail by 14. From deep three-point land. White can't hit.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Back to Thompson. Pass to Shepherd. Over Pritchard. The Rockets with another miss. Thompson pulls it in. The Rockets lead by 14. Now here's Smith. Here's Finney-Smith. Gets the three to fall. Finney-Smith got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And Pritchard, here we go. Oh, swiped away. Smith left side. Here's Finney-Smith. And the three off target.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on the men, Thompson.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. Here's Şengün. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Three-pointer, Pritchard. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Coach, I've heard you say one of the most frustrating things to watch is a team that beats itself.
Yeah, B.A., I think one of the things is before you can win, you got to make sure you don't lose. And when you're doing things like turning the ball over or fouling needlessly, those are probably the 2 biggest areas. Those are beat-yourself types of stats, and it's hard to get away with those at the highest level.
6 to shoot. And here's Van Vliet from the arc.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Brown. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
Here's White. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
The Rockets lead by 18. Left side, Durant. Rebounded by the Celtics. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Houston.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnover.
Another area where they've excelled has been pushing it on the break. They're really getting after it.
Celtics trail by 20. White for 3. On target from range. White's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Durant draws the double. Thompson outside. 3-pointer, Van Vliet. Pure from 3-point range. Van Vliet's got 5.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Thompson with it. Now guarded by Simons. Thompson outside. Houston working the ball around. Up top, Durant. He's got 19. 2 points. That one goes. Durant's got 21.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense, it's all about getting buckets, no distractions.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Pass to Durant. Shoots it from the high post. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Give him 23. And here's Tatum. 7 points in the game. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Pass to Şengün. Here's the teardrop. And down it goes. 2 points. Şengün's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Here's Simons. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Well, you have to appreciate a high-octane player like Anthony Simons. He runs the floor and just outworks other guys every chance he gets.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
There's Tatum with the 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Van Vliet outside. A minute and a half left in the first half. Pass to Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Can he keep it going? Oh, that was pure. He's got another one. Now 10 for 12.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
White on the wing. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Well, we've seen him miss a couple from the line. He's 2 for 4 so far.
Well, of the many things about Jason Tatum that make him an elite player, I think his composure is underrated. This guy never lets the other team get under his skin, and that is rare.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for him right now.
Here's Simons. He's off on the layup. And the Rockets with possession. Pass to Eason. There's the triple. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
We'll talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
Now Durant. Pulls it in from the elbow. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Rockets on top, delivering the blowout. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Nails the 16-footer. Durant's got 29.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Here's Simons. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Fred Van Vliet.
Love the fearlessness from Simons inside, showing he's not afraid of contact.
And Anthony Simons has grown his reputation, but he still flies a little under the radar, Stan.
Yeah, he hasn't been in high visibility situations, like an epic playoff game that puts you on everyone's map. But opponents sure fear him and respect him.
And KD getting to his spot there. He thrives in the mid-range.
Here's Simons, and the jumper falls for him. Simons has got 11 points. Outside Durant. Pass to Thompson. Unable to get that one. Fires from the wing. Brown can't hit.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Tatum pulls it in. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Fred Van Vliet is a leader for the Rockets. Their coach, Ime Udoka, says Fred sometimes goes against his natural inclination, playing the good cop because Ime himself is so hard on that. But adds, Fred is a grumpy dude. He always finds something to be mad at. We need that with our team. Brian, back to you.
They love his disposition. All right, Allie, thank you. There's Simons with a three. It's rebounded by Şengün. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Takes a step back. Durant looking around. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And that's just incredible focus from the swingman. Durant is skilled at scoring despite the contact.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves. Well, good seeing Simons draw these kinds of fouls. It's all about him remaining aggressive on offense.
And so Simons nails both of them.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
Pass to Thompson. And he banks in the layup. Thompson's got 8.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all three phases of the game: offense, defense, and on the glass.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Pass to Şengün. Now Durant. From outside the arc. And Houston, another three.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
On the wing, Simons. 13 points in the game. Got a piece of it.
You're tough to keep your shot out of Şengün's reach. You know, he's about 7 feet. You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Simons outside. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Here's Van Vliet. The rebound, Celtics.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I like how Thompson put pressure on the D, taking it strong near the hole.
Houston shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The Celtics making a switch here. No good on the second free throw. Brown with it. Fires from the corner. The shot no good.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Here are the Celtics with the ball. Here's White. And a nice finish on the layup. White's got 12.
Well, listen, White doesn't fear anyone inside. He wants to get down low and cash in.
And Durant with the big finish.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Here's Brown. And the layup is good off the glass. Brown's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
Smith outside. From outside, off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
White, good.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Picked by Smith. Durant draws the double. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
The kick out to White. Shoots over Durant.
And for all the attention his offense gets, never question Durant's ability at the defensive end.
It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Pritchard from outside. Rockets with a rebound. Here's Durant. Give him 39. Shoots over White. Durant with the bucket. Durant's got 41.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
To the middle. Back to Tatum. Crosses over. And it's good on the lay-in. And that's 13 points for Jason Tatum.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And so Durant will bring it up for the Rockets. Smith outside. Hauled in by Brown. It's hauled in by Houston. It's Thompson, high post. Sweet little floater. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And passing is something Durant has really worked on. And you see the results with the sweet dime right there.
It's Brown on the wing. Into the lane. And they pick up 2. Brown's got 8 points.
Well, that's excellent initiative by Brown. Seeing a lane open up and attacking it.
Here's Van Vliet. Simons with a rebound. Boston on offense. Hauser outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. Outside, Brown. Outside, Pritchard. Over Van Vliet. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Thompson with it. Pritchard picks him up. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his third foul so far.
Well, keeping control of the ball must have been an emphasis for them. Very clean game so far.
Now here's Simons. He's got 13. Drains the triple. He's got 16.
One this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Here's Thompson. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Brown. Okogie pulls down the board. Pass to Thompson. And he lobs it up to the rim. And a slam dunk by Capella.
Yeah, great communication and timing. Setting Capella up for a big jam.
And here's Pritchard. Brown looking around. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Brown's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Timeout called. Houston. A minute 15 left in the third quarter. Pass to Thompson. Here's Okogie. 4-3. And it's Boucher with the rebound. On the wing, Tatum. Now here's White. There's the three. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Okogie's shot is off. And here's Pritchard. Hauser outside. 1 second left. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Houston Rockets. Absolutely carrying the offense.
63.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Driving in. Yep, that one's good.
Off the bounce, Tatum has so many different ways he can take you.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Okogie. Three-pointer off the mark.
Trying to close out, you got to know who's hot and who's not.
Tatum from long range. Finney Smith pulls it in. Now Şengün. Unloads. Nice shot by Finney Smith.
You can always see the awareness that Şengün has with the ball. Knows exactly where his teammates are going to go.
Outside Tatum. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. One thing you hear coaches like Steve Kerr say, let's not gift foul calls that you'd never tolerate in a pickup game. You agree?
I absolutely agree, B.A., and I think Steve Kerr has gotten that across to the league and the way guys officiate now, and I think that's good. Let's call fouls when a guy's trying to score or trying to make an offensive play and we actually foul him. Let's not reward guys when their only objective is to try to get fouled, jumping into people and stuff.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
And Sengun throw it down.
Vicious finish by Sengun. What a play. Wow.
Right side, White. And the call will be against Alperen Sengun. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
And that's his fourth. Getting into the danger area now. He's going to have to be a little more cautious down the stretch.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Pritchard. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Rockets?
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And they've also been in the zone with the mid-range jumper. The defense has given them space, and they haven't hesitated to rise and fire.
There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
Up top, White. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to go. Here's Shepherd. And that one's good.
And not only can he burn you from deep, Shepherd is also skilled inside. Just great work there.
Three-pointer, Pritchard fires in the triple.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Pass to Sengun. Launches it. Rebound, Boston. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Pritchard fires away outside. Can't connect from long distance. Sengun with it. Okogie on the wing. Pass to Sengun. And here's Shepherd for 3. It doesn't go for him. Outside Pritchard. Takes it inside. And they tell players, your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Pass to Sengun. Sengun, the screen to the right side. And Sengun throw it down. And he's now got the double-double.
Yeah, great finish by Sengun. I love when he goes up with power.
Pritchard surviving the D. Uses the glass on the layup.
If the possession ends with a shot in close, you've done something right.
The 3. And that's good. Shepherd for 3. Shepherd's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is Shepherd's shot. The defense can't afford to give him this much separation.
White for 3. The rebound by Shepherd.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
It's stolen by Tatum. Here's White. Now here's Pritchard. Lets the 3 fly. Nails it from beyond the arc. Pritchard's got 9 points here in the second half.
It's like he needed that halftime break to gather himself. Now he's starting to get his confidence back here.
Time called here. The Rockets decide to talk it over. Both teams deciding to change it up. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Well, Coach, the younger generation in the NBA just continues to get better and better.
Yeah, it's like anything, B.A. I mean, evolution is something that's real, right? People evolve and get better and build on the people ahead of them. You learn from the people ahead of you. The players watch guys as they grow up, and then they learn to do things. The next generation learns from them, and the skill level just continues to improve.
Inside, Şengün. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It goes on Chris Boucher.
And I love when Şengün is aggressive inside, making the D foul him right there.
That free throw good from Şengün. And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Outside White. Nice D from Durant. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simons. Boston on D. Looking to get back on track. In deep, Van Vliet drops it in.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
Simons with it. Now Thompson defending. Outside Pritchard. And he drops it in from the low post. Pritchard's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
And here's Boston. And it's Simons penetrating. And with top college players now getting big money NIL deals, the choice between that and entering the NBA draft has become a tough one, Stan.
Absolutely, B.A. Look, I think it's been great for both the NBA and for the colleges for guys to stick around because the top guys are still going to come out. The guys who are going to be your top 10 picks, your lottery guys, they're going to come out. But the other guys who have nothing as guaranteed, they're going to choose to stay longer and develop.
Simons deciding where to go with it. Outside Pritchard. 4 on the clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Thompson outside. Pass to Şengün. Thompson in the post. For 3, Smith. And it's Boucher with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
White for 3. Sinks it from distance. White's got 21 points in the game.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Here's Durant. And another basket for Houston.
Yeah, and one of the most skilled players we've ever seen. Durant just continues to dominate offensively.
And here's Simons. Hauser outside. Right side, Pritchard. From downtown. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Thompson outside. Smith left side. Three-pointer. And Durant hits from deep. Durant's got 51.
Huge night for him. I love how he's searching for his shot attempts, trying to carry them to the finish line.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And here's Simons outside. He drops it from range. Simons has got 17 points here in the second half.
Well, Simons is a terrific three-point shooter, even from that extended range.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen. Stan, I have to ask, how important is it to have a big man in today's NBA?
That is a great question, B.A. And look, things have really changed. We went from big, strong guys in the league and centered our game around those guys to then people wanted to play small ball and be more skilled. But now what everybody's figured out is we can get that same skill from bigger guys, and bigger and better is better than smaller and better.
They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Rockets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kevin Durant.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball. And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Now Van Vliet. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Boston ball.
So Houston takes this one by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
And that'll do it, folks.